Dubai's luxury market is booming, and it is no surprise. If you've been following the markets in Dubai since the last 2-3 years, every few weeks or month, there's a new record being broken in the luxury segment. And to discuss what's going on in the luxury segment, today on the show, I have a very dear friend, Fabricio, who's a partner at Crompton Saltini, where we're going to be discussing what's going on in the luxury housing segment in Dubai. But before we go ahead, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell to stay updated. Your likes and comments are really appreciated. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please do give us a 5-star rating and review and follow. And now let's cue the music. Hi Fabricio, how are you?
Tahir, how are you?
Very well,
All
very
good?
well. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me,
joining
mate.
us
Really,
here.
really nice of you.
Fabricio,
Thanks.
why don't you introduce yourself to the audience listening or watching more about yourself?
So, Fabricio Saltini, a Brazilian.
Very good.
Yeah, I like a lot of people think I'm Italian. So, Brazilian, been in Dubai since 2008.
Very good.
Since 2010 in real estate.
Wow.
And since 2012, focusing specifically on big ticket.
Very good.
On
Very good.
luxury.
Luxury.
Yeah.
So, Fabricio, now we've, off lately, every few days or weeks, we're seeing a new record being broken. A penthouse sold for 400 million, 450 million, 600 million villa. What is causing this demand? What's going on in the luxury segment in Dubai right now?
So there is a incredible influx of very, very wealthy individuals coming to Dubai to live.
Okay.
Yeah. So because of different scenarios worldwide, we have at the same time a lot of very rich people coming to the same city. Yeah. You have a crazy amount of Brits coming, Brits by passport or by residency. All of them are benefiting from tax holidays.
Yes.
Moving out of the UK, moving out of London. And where are they going to go? Because right now the tax there is mad.
Yes.
Security is decreasing. Finance security, the security of your money being yours, tomorrow, is decreasing. So all of these individuals are moving into Dubai because Dubai is offering the safety, the physical safety, and the financial safety that they look for. And on the plus side, you still have incredible nightclubs, incredible restaurants, incredible everything. I mean, everything here is good. The infrastructure is amazing. The hospitals are crazy. So we have a crazy influx of course, Russians, Ukrainians, wealthy Russians and Ukrainians. A lot of Russians coming into Dubai right now are not living in Russia for a very long time.
Okay.
They were living in Germany. They were living in London. They were living in the US, but because of whatever is happening now, they do not feel safe, financially speaking. And you have all these billionaires moving in.
Right.
Indians, so many wealthy Indians are coming in, Pakistanis, political issues in Pakistan, instability. People do not want their family on a country, even if you have all your business there. You want your family safe. You want your family comfortable.
Absolutely.
You want your family happy.
Right.
So all of these people are coming with very deep pockets to one city,
That's Dubai. So you've been specializing a lot in Emirates Hills and Jumeirah Bay.
Yeah.
Now, Emirates Hills is kind of the original, community for the who's who of Dubai.
Yeah.
Right. So tell us more. What attracts people to Emirates Hills? Why Emirates Hills is so desirable amongst millionaires and billionaires?
Okay. So to start with, if you wanted to buy a property with space, the only place you had until 4 years ago, when 5 years ago when they started, completing Dubai Hills, was Emirates Hills.
Right.
There was no other community, freehold community, that you could buy a property with 30,000 square foot plot, with 40,000 square foot plot.
Right.
So, wealthy people want space, to entertain, or to have a large pool. To have privacy. Emirates Hills was always known. If Palm was always known as a party hub, Emirates Hills was always a privacy matter. Yeah. So gated community. Not easy to get in. Extremely safe. Like all over Dubai. So Emirates Hills gave the greenery, that at that time a lot of Asians were buying there.
Yes.
So it gave that the green environment, but gave the space they used to, because if someone is used to 20, 30, 40,000 square foot, sometimes acres, man. You have a lot of Asian, African-based investors that moved to Dubai, 30, 20 years ago. They used to acres of land, and then you go to Palm, or Meadows, where, 8, 9, 10,000 square foot. It doesn't work. So all of them flocked into Emirates Hills.
Emirates Hills.
Yeah.
So so if we talk about Emirates Hills, what would be the smallest size house in Emirates Hills and the largest size?
So the smallest plot you could get today is about 13,000 square foot.
Okay.
Yeah. There are no empty plots anymore.
Sure.
Emirates launched some, and all of them were gone. So it's about 13,000 square foot. And you will go as big as a single plot, because there's a couple of amalgamated plots there, like joined. As a single plot, the biggest you can go is about 45, 46.
Wow. Yeah. And if we talk about prices today, what would the cheapest house in Emirates Hills cost today? And
so entry level, quite a old, a bit rubbish. It's like old house. You have to. It's a project. Yeah.
Yes.
Whoever is entering Emirates Hills at entry level Emirates Hills, will be paying about mid-20s to late 20s.
Okay.
To a property they will have to gut it. Like you have to renovate.
Got it.
If not demolish.
And is renovation and refurbishment going very big in Emirates Hills?
So this is the untapped market that everyone is trying to tap now. Yeah.
Yes.
So Palm developments are going on for some time now.
Yes.
Because of everyone buying villas and plots for renovation, a year and a half, 2 years ago, there is, I think, a lot of inventory of nice houses coming.
True.
You have no less than 40, 50 nice new garden home signatures come to the market, where Emirates Hills, you don't. So people are starting to see Emirates Hills now as a very big, golden opportunity, because if we want a nice house right now for 100 million dirhams, you can't find it.
Got it.
There's very limited stock.
Yes.
For very nice houses. And we're doing a lot of, big business there. Majority of big ticket, not only in Emirates Hills, in Palm, in Jumeirah Bay, are on coffee-ready properties. Turnkey solutions where people come in with their clothes.
That's it.
And move
in.
And they're willing to pay that top dollar.
Premium.
Those buyers coming in, they understand about quality. You can't argue quality with them, because they've been living in quality for the past 10, 20, 30 years. Yeah. So there's a big market for redevelopment now that is quite virgin there.
Yes.
But because of that and the prices where it stands today, entry level became already very high.
Very high.
Yeah.
But what would, say, for example, today something which is selling, say, for 25 million in Emirates Hills, what was it selling, say, 6-7 years back?
So I'll give you a very good example, yeah? So I sold a particular property they call the Golden Mile.
Yeah.
It was the cheapest property I pretty much ever sold there, or close to the cheapest. We sold it for 10.6.
Okay.
Before COVID.
10.6 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 10.6 million on the E cluster, back-to-back, no view. That house today, land only, worth about 27.
Wow.
Land only, 16,800 square foot land. Land alone worth about 27, 28.
27, 28.
Land only.
That's almost like, what, 200% plus.
Yeah, that's mad.
It's crazy.
That's nearly 300%.
300% nearly.
Yeah. And again, what surprises me, everyone talk about COVID, being their dark time. From our perspective, the darker times were pre-COVID.
Absolutely.
Pre-COVID,
I
COVID,
totally agree on this.
Let's be honest. If you're a millionaire, they live in Emirates Hills, COVID is not going to push you to sell a house 10 million cheaper than it's worth. Yeah,
exactly.
So it was just a period of 6 months of very low in business. We had business being cancelled during that period, but price there was not a lot of reductions. You actually had a freeze in transactions, and then the price just started to shoot.
I totally agree. The time just before COVID was actually
the worst.
The worst
in
time.
terms like price per square. We still transactions still happening. Yeah?
Yes.
Like
that's why at very low prices.
Yes. We did a transaction in Emirates Hills. The same plot we sold 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah. So we sold the first one for 33 million.
Okay.
4 months after, we resold it. 3 months after, sorry. We resold it for about 38 and a half, 39.
Okay.
And then we sold again about 6 months after for 43.
And what
So
would it be today?
Today, that house and what's being built there worth 250
Wow.
to 300 million.
Wow.
It's mad. It's unimaginable.
So when we talk about these ultra luxury homes, we're talking
Yeah.
about $10 million plus 30, 40 million dirhams plus. In today's market, how much time does a luxury home sit in the market, or how much time does it take to actually transact a house of this price?
It depends on the house. It's a really case to case. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you have a property that is in the market for 200 million
Yeah.
and worth every dirham of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That will sell in 3, 4, 5 months.
Got it.
Yeah. Of course, there is only a certain number of people that can afford
Of
that
course.
level. But still, if something is built to perfection or nearly,
Yeah.
because everyone perfection is
It's different.
perspective, but it fetches and it sells quickly.
Yeah.
And you have properties that are in the market for no joke for 8 years in Emirates Hills now and
Wow.
cannot sell.
What's the reason for that?
Price, Rolls Royce sells at Rolls Royce prices,
Yes.
where Audi sells at Audi prices.
You
yeah?
can't price an Audi
You
at Rolls Royce price.
Yeah, and if you put a price of Audi on a Rolls Royce, it will sell yesterday, not
Yes.
today.
Yes.
So people have a lot of emotional attachment to their houses.
Yes.
And when pricing comes to the table, it doesn't make sense. For me, a price has to make sense. And we price a house on always based on replacement value.
Right.
It doesn't matter how much you bought the house.
True.
10 years ago, maybe you bought. Look, these houses 20 years ago sold for 2.5 million a plot.
Wow.
Today sell for 60. Yeah, it's mad.
Exactly.
But it shows the potential of Dubai as a brand.
Absolutely.
So it's all about replacement. You see the land today cost of similar location, today price to build something of that level, and then the premium because it's already built. Let's not forget, if you're building something for 3 years, there is the cost of finance, the cost of money to build that property.
Absolutely.
So once you build all of that into a new property, you'll have a price.
Price.
And people are coming prices, sometimes people price according to their need of money,
Yes.
which is not the right way to sell
It's
a
not
house.
right.
And sometimes price on expectation, again, sometimes we ask our sellers, would you buy the same property at the same price?
Yeah.
And then they pause, and if you
They say no.
pause, they'll say yes because it's their own house, but
Yeah.
they wouldn't,
They wouldn't.
because market's the market. No one sells above, no one sells below. But market for Emirates Hills and Jumeirah Bay and Palm sometimes, it's a market is for a particular house. You might have 600 different markets in Emirates Hills.
Yes.
Because you have a very nice built house on the back to back on the Golden Mile.
Yeah.
And you have a tear down on the W sector, on the P sector. It really depends on the specs, on the size,
Right.
on the location, on the view, on the quality, on the age, new build or refurbishment, or so many different things to take into consideration when pricing.
When someone is say, okay, when a millionaire or billionaire goes shopping, what is the main thing they look into a house? I mean, what is what have you seen in your experience a common factor that this sells the house, especially for someone who's got
Majority of the big ballers, the guy with big cojones, these guys are looking to they're looking something ready to move.
okay,
They will pay the premium because money is not a problem
Not an
for
issue,
them.
yes.
Yeah, they are ready to pay the plus because they need something to ready to move. Otherwise, they will come with the same guy. If you and I go to the market to buy, we know what we want.
Exactly.
And we want to build. They will come with the same mentality. They'll just come with more money.
Yes.
But usually they know the market. They understand the value of their dollar.
Yeah.
You understand? They like transparency. I noticed, with this level of client, you can't trick them into doing anything, mate.
True.
they've been there, they done that. We are, we starting comparing to where they are today. So, you just need to be transparent, ask as many questions as we can.
Yes.
You don't sound stupid because you're asking questions.
Yes.
I do think you sound smart. You want to understand.
The client's requirements.
Yes, yeah.
Exactly. That's very important.
And I do believe that there is a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
I've closed business with someone that everyone thought it was a time waster before. They've been in the market with so many people, but there was chemistry, and he liked us.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big factor, actually.
Big factor. So he trusts our work. He's seen that we've done things before.
Yes.
Because I always like to sell myself based on what I sold, not what I have for sale.
True.
Yeah. So he liked us. The chemistry was there. He trusted us, and deal was done.
True. Yeah. Tell me something. When we are talking about Emirates Hills, now Emirates Hills obviously is a very old community which has been
Aged, not old.
aged, which is very popular. Now Jumeirah Bay has turned out to be one of the most hottest piece of land in Dubai.
Yeah. The hottest right
The
now.
hottest piece, right?
Yeah.
And this has happened just in the last 5-6 years.
Look, at some stage was considered a flop.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you see
People that bought it on OP at 30 million.
Yes.
Just before COVID, they were exiting at 16, 17.
Right.
For one piece of land that today worth 90.
Yeah.
Land alone, sand,
Yes.
that piece of dirt today worth 90 million dirhams for 17,000 square foot.
Yeah.
We're talking about the small plots, not the big ones.
Not the big ones. True.
So I believe it's all back to the basics. You have, beachfront property, which worldwide is always
High in demand.
high in demand
Yes.
and the biggest one to appreciate when there is a market price. Yeah. You have a very limited amount
Supply.
of these beachfront properties. Yeah.
True.
So if you have big land, which also, if you go to Palm right now, try to find 24,000 square foot land. You can't.
You can't.
Because the plots there are limited to up to 13 unless you have a double plot.
True.
But then you go to Jumeirah Bay, you will get the view, you will get the privacy.
Yeah.
The security there, they take into another level, which I really appreciate.
Yes.
It's a pain for us brokers to do a viewing there.
The viewing there, yes.
But
it's
we have to get our blood type
yes.
approved before we enter the island. But at the end, it's all for the users, for the consumers, for the residents. Yeah. So that land became the most expensive house square footage in Dubai, and I think we'll retain that.
Retain that.
Yeah.
You think there's still scope for it to grow?
There, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. Look, Dubai is becoming a place where soon, for quality, it's going to be very difficult to price.
Yes.
You understand? If a guy builds a house on a double plot, on a triple plot in Jumeirah Bay, build a 60,000 square foot house there, yeah, and he doesn't save a dirham on quality.
True.
That house might sell for 800 million, 900 million.
True.
It may happen.
Yeah.
It's going to that direction. If the house, I had a property there that we offered, close to 300 million for a property that we sold for 90 in the past.
Wow.
After renovation and so on, but it's going that direction.
But now this segment, right? If we talk about this ultra luxury, high net worth individuals coming in buying this segment of property, didn't probably exist to this level 5 years, 6 years back.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think that this segment there's still potential for growth in this, or do you think that at some point there'll be saturation in the ultra luxury, property segment, or you think it's still going to go up?
The problem is everyone are overusing the word luxury.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if I have a garden home that I bought from Nahil 10, 20 years ago, it's a luxury location. The house is not luxury.
Not luxury, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe there are sometimes they have a one bed apartment that feels luxurious. Yeah. I think that we are going to continue growing.
Yeah.
I think for well-built houses, sky's limit. If the location is there, if the view is there, and if the quality is there, record-breaking deals will continue to happen.
Got it. Nice.
I believe that is the influx.
Yeah.
You have over 1,600 billionaires in America.
Wow.
Yeah, we just need 100 of them to come to Dubai.
Dubai.
Where would they live?
True.
We're not talking about India. We're not talking about
not the other countries. Europe and UK.
All these European billionaires that are not very happy with Europe at the moment.
Yeah.
Latin American billionaires. With change of government and Latin America is becoming very socialist. A lot of the capitalist investors. Yeah. I'm not happy with where
what's
should I
going
go?
on there?
They used to go to Miami, but American now is they're having their own set
issues.
of challenges. Yeah. So we see influx coming from every corner, from China to Latin America. Everyone's coming here.
Coming to Dubai.
Yeah.
So what percentage of these millionaires and billionaires, when they're buying homes, are they leveraging the banks, taking a mortgage, or are they buying all cash?
Look, dealing with this level of clients for a very long time now, we realized that billionaires love banks.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if they're sometimes buying cash, this property will be linked to a bridge loan or to some kind of financing later.
Okay.
Not 100%. It's very difficult to put a percentage there.
Yeah, of course.
But if your business gives you 25 to 30% on your money, why would you park all in cash? Doesn't make sense.
True.
Yeah. So majority of the people we deal with, which are worth over $500 million, they leverage a lot. Yeah. So even Emirates Hills, they have the cash to buy the whole Emirates Hills. Yeah. Yes. But when they're buying their house, if they're not using a bank when buying, they will be doing it later. A little later. Yeah.
Got it. So they still use bank somewhere. And are you seeing, does the interest rate going up bother them?
It does, it does. But I mean, they also have fixed deposits with where they are earning more from the bank. So they lose here, but they gain from here. Yeah, it's not. So
it's not really stopping.
These guys have so many different measures on leveling on their businesses. Yeah. That sometimes they're losing here, but they're making here. Yeah, it's not like if a mortgage comes today and I have to pay nearly 9%. For me, that's a no-brainer. I'm not going to buy a house. But for these guys, the fact that it increased in some other level, they benefit from that. And they have big profile. The interest that they pay is not the same interest that we pay. Even if IBOR is kind of the same for everybody, they're still having a much better deal than we have. Banks 100%.
Right. Where do you see, in your personal opinion, the markets heading in the next 18 to 24 months?
Fuck knows, mate. I'm sorry, it's very difficult to predict. I believe because of the influx of very wealthy people, will continue going up. We can't, we cannot know the pace. We cannot know if it's going to be a 10% increase or another
5% or
30%. It's very difficult to predict. We had a situation about 9 months, 10 months ago where the stock market kind of crashed in US. And for the past 9 months, 8 months, been talks of recession, but recession is not happening. Interest rate now is started to
kind of settle,
and the curve will start going down soon.
True.
Yeah, based on information we have from central banks. So I don't know. I believe that will increase, but it's very difficult to predict how much. I just believe one thing by heart. Whoever is buying something now to sell, if you buy well, if you choose the location, and if you do it quality, put a little bit less emotion while building, and put more good sense, less colors, just build something nice. Money will come, and it will come in tons.
No, that's there.
The people are coming. As long as people are coming market is continuing increasing. We just can't say how, in terms of percentage, but it will increase.
But do you think, is it only the Russians buying?
No, I don't believe no.
Yeah.
Again, the Russians that were buying here, a lot of them, at least for secondary high end, big ticket, a lot of them are not even living in Russia for a very long time. Yeah. All of them has been citizens from another country for a very long time.
Got it.
But we still have a massive influx of Pakistanis. wealthy Pakistanis, wealthy Indians, wealthy Chinese. Chinese open the doors now.
Yes.
Money started to flock again, and it's coming. The Morgan Stanley money, not the Bitcoin money.
Yeah.
So a lot of the big business people, traditional
Businesses, yes.
they
are moving.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We have Africans again. Very bullish about Europeans and Americans moving in.
Yeah.
Israelis are coming in, and a majority of them coming because of tax holidays and security. But as long as they keep on coming, price will keep increasing.
But do you think the new corporate tax will affect the market somewhere?
I don't think for my buyers, for that level of buyers, because most of their business is outside. If they're moving in, they're moving with their family. They still have another 2-3 head offices around the globe.
Yeah.
So it will affect our business.
Yes.
Fortunately, unfortunately, but but it will not affect their business.
Their businesses
at all. I don't think so.
Right. And now you said that a lot of these buyers are coming with their families. So most of these purchases are happening for end use, or is it like a second home?
I think a lot of people are buying as a second home, thinking on staying.
Okay.
Yeah. So if someone's moving from Moscow or from Mumbai that didn't live here before, they are buying as a second home. This is not my primary residence, but it's going to in their heads potentially become a primary residence. Yeah. A lot of these guys ended up renting because they couldn't find the quality they were looking for.
Yeah.
But they've been renting now for a year, 2 years. So I'm bullish about the market. These guys are coming to buy, and if they had the mentality of having as a second home, it's going to become their first
home.
Yeah.
Soon. Yeah.
Soon.
Also, talking about renting, these mansions and villas and penthouses, the rents have also gone crazy along with the price.
It's mad. You can't describe. So Emirates Hills used to give a yield of about 2 to 3%,
right,
maximum, on a nice house. Yeah. So a house that used to worth a couple of years back 40 million, you end up renting for 1.5 million, 1.8. Yeah. This house grew in value, and if it's nicely built, we rent at 8%.
Wow.
There are like if there is a nice house in the market for rent, which today there is pretty much none, we'll rent for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million. There's no cap, because a lot of these very wealthy people are coming here. Some of them don't want to buy straight because they're still testing that second home thing.
Yes.
Is Dubai for them, and it's becoming for them. So these guys don't have a budget. They will not save. They will not save to live comfortably and to live in a nice house.
So even if something is built nice, good quality, it's renting also very easily.
Yeah, it's renting very easily and for top dollar. True. On the other hand, you have people that are following the trend in terms of pricing, but not doing the house
that way. Yes. Yes.
I cannot put a house that is 18, 20 years old in the market demanding the same type of money.
True.
I cannot demand half of it.
Yeah.
So I need to be sensitive or sensible on pricing according to what I have to offer as a landlord.
True.
Rather than comparing myself to
what
one guy
next house
that built something incredible that is renting for top dollar.
True. No, that's absolutely true. That the quality of the house now makes a big difference.
Dictates big time on how much.
That dictates the price. In the same location, if it's a good quality house, it's doing the job. No, that's definitely. So now, what do you find the difference between the buyers who were buying, say, 5, 7, 10 years back and today? What's the big difference you see, in the buyers were coming that then and now?
I think decisions are being taken faster today. Okay. Because maybe because of the market scenario. So before, you used to take someone to see literally 20 houses. For them to take a decision on one. Today, maybe we're doing our job better on qualifying what they want.
Or maybe there are less houses.
But I do think there's less houses in the market, and the pace, sometimes they see something they like, and tomorrow they come, it's sold. Yeah. So decision is being taken quickly than before, definitely. Okay.
But do you think has the profile of the buyer changed from then and now? Or
look, we have a lot of waves of nationalities. Dubai always succeed even further when there is some type of trouble around.
Yeah.
So when Syria had issues, you had a lot of wealthy Syrians coming in.
Yes.
When there was an issue in Libya, a lot of wealthy Libyans came in.
True.
Because again, people are looking for safety. So when there is a tax change in India, you see a lot of new Indians coming in.
Yes.
So as long as there is activity on a particular country, people are coming in and they're coming ready to buy.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on branded residences? There are a lot of branded residences coming in the market.
I don't want to be I don't be judged. That's a personal opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Yeah. I personally do not. Beside the address, which is an
Yes.
inbred
By
house.
Emar, yes.
Yeah, Emar owns it. They created it. They created roof. So those brands are not going anywhere.
True.
But getting X or Y brand on your building, it's end of the day, it's a franchise agreement.
True.
That we as a buyer don't have access to.
Access to.
Yeah.
True.
So if there is a 5-year time period franchise and the owner of the development decides to stop paying that franchise fee, that brand is gone, and I'm left with the building. So I always encourage my investors, Fabricio investors, I'm being very particular, to focus on quality and reputation of a developer.
Absolutely.
I am not a big time broker on off-plan. Whatever I do, majority, 95% of my business is secondary market.
Yes.
Where we see what we buy.
We see, we touch, feel, and buy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when there is hunger to buy off-plan, we just try to focus on location and on the quality, because those are not going to change.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a name of a building can change with one signature.
Yes.
So I do. I have my concerns always, but that's my personal.
No, absolutely. If it's a good build quality, the building is good,
Look,
then it doesn't matter.
It's the asset that sells.
Yes,
It's not the brand.
Not the brand.
Having a brand of a particular car in my building will, of course, make it more flamboyant, but the quality, the design,
Yes.
the time you always build, you deliver on time, your reputation as a developer. That for me, as a broker, is what I sell to my client.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's branded. Okay, nice. It's a plus. But I'm not selling the brand. I'm selling the asset.
True. Absolutely. No, that's there. That's something which not a lot of people are understanding.
It's a big market. 40,000 people doing the same job as us. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
we need the. I just like to educate people I'm doing business with.
Yeah.
And I do like to run my business as I run my life. Yeah.
True.
Like, we try to be transparent and tell them the truth. Sometimes they don't like, they will hire another broker.
Someone else. Yeah, of course.
They'll do business with another broker.
Absolutely.
Yeah? But it's not all about the money, for us, because a lot of big business I do today started from small relationships and business that we've done in the past.
Absolutely.
And because we tell what we think is true by core, they stick to us. After so long.
Absolutely. No, in any which ways, relationships is very important in our line of business.
Yeah.
It's one of the core
in my line, it's number one.
Yes.
Look, we don't appreciate you having me in your podcast with such a small social media presence. But we do big business, and our business is made on reputation and on network, on people we know. People with done business in the past, and touch wood, people are happy with what's been delivered and the way that they've been handled.
Yeah.
So our network is our net worth. Yeah.
Absolutely.
In this level of business,
Yes.
That's again, just my personal.
Yeah. Now, one thing, we're coming to the end of the show. According to you, top 3 reasons why millionaires and billionaires are coming to Dubai.
I think personal safety, financial safety,
Yes.
beauty. I mean, it's a beautiful place. And I would add the 4 if you allow me to.
Yes, please.
And tolerance.
Yeah.
I think these 4 pillars are building Dubai into pretty much the greatest place to be right now.
True.
Because it's a safe place to be in.
Yes.
And everyone with money likes to be safe.
Yes.
They don't like to be robbed. They don't like to have that aggression around you.
Yeah.
They like the financial safety. If my particular country enters in war with someone, I shouldn't be liable on having my assets frozen.
True.
Because that's a government decision. That's
Exactly. It's not a
that's
personal
not a people
decision.
decision.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's very
not
true.
a personal
That's very true.
decision. We have the beauty of the place, the infrastructure, like how amazing everything look like here.
Yes.
You know, and the tolerance. People care about who you are.
Yeah.
They do not care, you know, if you pray up, down. You know, they don't. They care about you as a person instead of which religion you practice or you know which team you support. It's a place of tolerance. And that's why I believe in Dubai 1,000%.
That's true. That's true. Okay, Fabricio, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your insights. That was really insightful, and it was really great. Chatting with you.
Thank you for having me. Really
wish you all the best.
Thank you.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Dubai Real Estate Podcast. If you want to get in touch with Fabricio, I'm going to leave his contact details below. And if you want to get in touch with me, my details are as well. You can connect with me on all my social media channels at Tahir Majithia. And I'll be back with other episodes very soon.